Hello, this is Denmark, and welcome to Just Press Play, where we talk about life, culture, and faith, and how it affects us as Christian believers. And right now, I would like to tell you a story about a soldier. So, this is a story about a soldier who was finally coming home from the Vietnam War. Tagal na, no? Vietnam War, 1950s to 1970s, but somewhere around 1970s. So, when he finally landed, he was gonna come home. Pinauwi na sila, no? When he finally landed in the US, lalo na dun sa lugar nila, I think they landed in San Francisco. Agad-agad niyang tinawagan yung parents niya sa kanilang bahay. Called his parents at home. Sabi niya, nung nakausap niya na yung parents niya, "Mom, Dad, I'm coming home. But I have one favor to ask of you." Sabi ng parents niya, "Wow, buti na lang uuwi ka na. Sige, ano yung favor na hinihingi mo? Kahit ano yan. Basta umuwi ka na dito sa amin. At least safe ka, no? Nakauwi ka na sa US." Sabi ng soldier, "I have a friend and I'd like to bring him home with me." Sabi niya ganon. Sabi ng parents niya, Sure. We would love to meet your friend." Sabi niya, "We would love to meet him." Sabi ng soldier, "Pero bago niyo siya ma-meet, meron kayong kailangan malaman tungkol sa kanya." No? As you can see, my friend was hurt pretty bad during the war. Dun sa gera talagang maluha yung sakit niya. Yung naranasan niya, actually hindi naman pala sakit, naranasan niya. So ano yung nangyari? He stepped on a landmine and it blew off his arm, up one of his arms and one of his legs. Sabi niya ganun. So wala siyang kamay, wala na siyang paa. Kaya dahil dito, he has nowhere else to go. Sabi ng soldier, patuloy niyang kinukwento sa parents niya, "And I want him to come live with us." No? Sabi ng parents ng soldier, "Kawawa naman siya, anak. And I feel sorry. No? I'm sorry for what happened to your friend." Sabi niya gano'n. Pero siguro, tulungan na lang natin siya na mas makahanap ng lugar kung saan mas maalagaan siya. Ibang lugar kung saan mas maalagaan siya at mas makakatulong pa sa kanya. "No," sabi ng soldier, "I want him to live with us." Sabi niya, sa bahay natin, kasama natin. Sabi ganun ng soldier. Sabi ng dad niya, "Son, hindi mo alam kung ano yung sinasabi mo. Hindi mo alam what you're asking and how difficult it is to take care of such a handicap." No? Lalo na yung ganyang klaseng handicap. Yung magiging burden pa siya sa atin. Terrible burden pa siya sa atin. We have our own lives to live. May mga kanya-kanya tayong problema. Tapos, itatagdag mo pa siya. We're gonna let something like this interfere with our lives. Alam mo, continued his dad, no? "It would be better if you would just come home to us and simulan mo nang kalimutan niyang kaibigan mo. Mabubuhay din yan, mag-isa, and I believe he can find a way to live in his own. Kayang-kaya niya na yan. Huwag mo na siyang idagdag pa sa iisipin mo." So at this point, it looks like his parents are not getting the idea, no, hindi nila natatanggap. He's not getting the idea across. So na-frustrate yung soldier, he just hang up the phone. Napuno na siya. The parents did not hear anything from him after that, no. And then a week passed, a few days, no. And then a few days later, they received a call from the San Francisco Police Department, no. And sabi ng police sa kanila na namatay na yung anak nila, yung soldier namatay na. At ang kinamatay ng kanilang anak or ng soldier was falling from a building. Nahulog mula sa building. And the police believed that it was suicide. So hearing this news, no, taranta yung parents niya, kahit grief-stricken sila, talagang malungkot, no, taranta talaga sila. They quickly flew to San Francisco. And paglapag nila doon, pagdating nila doon, dumiretso agad sila sa city morgue. Agad-agad para ma-identify nga kung yun nga yung anak nila. No, because that's what you do pag may namamatay, 'di ba? People are being called to go to the morgue to identify that the deceased was the deceased, no? Na siya talaga yun. So doon pumunta yung parents niya. So nung nandun na sila, here's what happened. Pinakita nung doktor sa kanila na ito yung labi nung namatay, and the parents recognized their son. Siya nga talaga yon. But to their absolute horror, they also discovered something that they did not know. Nakita nila yung kanilang anak had only one arm and one leg. So that was such a sad, but it was a very real story, especially what is happening right now in our culture and in the times that we live in. And I want to talk about this for a minute. No, the parents in the story are like many of us. In fact, it's not unlikely that at some point we exactly acted the same way as the parents did in this story. O, nagawa na natin to, or magagawa pa lang natin, but we will be that parent, that kind of parents, or yung ugali nila at some point, or maybe nga nangyari na sa atin. No? Napakadali lang kasi para sa atin mahalin those who are good looking or fun to have to be around, but we don't like people who inconvenience us or make us feel uncomfortable. We would rather stay away from people who aren't as healthy, beautiful, or smart as we are. We tend to exclude people. Hindi natin sinasali, no? Na-isolate natin, nilalabas natin. And ang dali sabihin na ayaw natin sa kanila because di natin sila kapareho mag-isip or wala sila sa level natin. Ang di natin napapansin madalas, we think highly of ourselves when we are not really on a high level. No? Gets yun ba yun? No? But what's happening now in our society is scary, and it reflects this story. With the great influence of social media, mas mabilis na mag-exclude or mag-ostracize or mag-alis or mag-isolate ng mga tao ngayon. We cancel or canceled. Yes, wrong grammar and wrong spelling pa nga. We do that to people just because their idea is different, not politically correct or neutral for everyone, or very polarizing for the masses. Kung ano sabihin ng madami kahit na ito ay mali, ay mas lalo pang napapanigan. And that one person or minority who speaks up to say the truth, kahit sila yung tama, they become wrong because the crowd cannot or does not want to agree with what that person or that group is saying. And you know, that's dangerous because we live in the time where the truth, the right things, and godly principles should be championed more than ever. No? Sa panahon natin ngayon, dapat yan na nga yung nagiging light, guiding light. Yan na nga yung tumatayong tama. No? Pero hindi yan yung nangyayari. Society doesn't want to listen to these things anymore and can quickly spin things in a different way, in a different direction that would merit someone yung nagsasalita ng against them or the minority to be canceled. Okay? It in turn, di natin napapansin, affects how we perceive things. Kasi ganun kalakas ang boses ngayon ng social media or yung medium na yan. Hindi natin papansin because of this type of attitude, this type of culture, it creeps into our values, what we hold dear, and it creeps into the way that we view or handle relationships without us noticing. That's why it's really dangerous. And let me remind you about this saying, no? Wrong will always be wrong, even if everyone is doing it. And right will always be right, even when no one is doing it. So let us be wise in this type of things, no? What is right, what is wrong? Sino nga isolate natin dahil di nag-agree, hindi natin isasali, cancel na natin yan. No? Let's be wise, okay? But you know what? Amidst all these things, I'm really thankful because God treats us differently. No, He doesn't treat us this way na nag-isolate. No, God loves us with an unconditional love that welcomes us into His family. Kung sino ka man, kung ano ka man, kung gaano man kapangit yung past mo, how messed up you are, He will not cancel you. He accepts you unconditionally. He accepts you into His family. And because of this great love that He has for us, we na nakaka-receive ng love na to, we have to reach out and live it out to others in the same way. So may you learn to truly love and accept others, no matter how different or how uncomfortable they make you or me feel. May you have wisdom to see through the toxic culture that is prevalent right now. And may you welcome people with unconditional love the same way God loves. Again, this is Just Press Play. And if you have a comment, if you want to be prayed for, if you have any reactions or gusto mong pag-usapan, you can reach us through all the socials in Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Just Press Play PH. Just look for that logo. Or if you want to talk about something that's really long, or meron kang gusto ilabas with them, or like someone to talk to or to be prayed for, or meron ka lang gustong kausap talaga dahil kailangan mo yun, you can email us at justpressplayph@gmail.com. We will be there for you. We will answer your comments, your emails. If you need someone, we are here for you. And again, this is Denmark. And until then, until next time, God bless all of you. Bye.